Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of High School Soccer on the Golden Bear Sports Network. It's Bryan taking on Pettisville tonight. Thad Goff here bringing you the broadcast. And Bryan looking to get their fourth victory of the season. You'll notice that the jerseys are a little bit different tonight for Bryan. That's because it's Kick for the Cure night, with proceeds for tickets benefiting efforts to fight breast cancer. Golden Bears' last game, I believe, was against Liberty Center this past Tuesday. They lost that one by a score of 2-1. But they'll be kicking off here to start things out against this Pettisville team. It's worth noting the starting goalie today is Isaac Lamore, number 0. Reese Jackson not getting the start in goal, and we are underway. And this one taken away, meanwhile, by number 10, Eli Greaser. And Pettisville starts out with the ball. It's a Pettisville team that comes in at a record of 4-4-2. Bryan at 3-8-1. Only won once here on the home field so far. Couple of different players fighting for that loose ball. They're including that, in that case, number 2. That's Tyler Mannon. He's wearing number 2 tonight. Normally wears number 9. There are a couple jersey changes before the game. They send it upfield. That's Dietrich Yoder on the Bryan side of the field. Trying to clear it up ahead. Gets it to Theory Ish. And that's going to be cleared over the line, and a corner kick coming for the Blackbirds. And we'll see who gets to take this one. I believe that's number 1, Quinn Wise, a freshman. I believe that's the son of head coach Barnaby Wise. And he sends that one toward the net, tapped out. Still alive, though. Shot wide of the net. Zakai Kaufman. A little bit wide on the shot there. And we'll have a goal kick for the Golden Bears. Low line drive kick headed up in the air by Greaser. And back the other way go the Bears, but the only Bear down there is Zach Seaman, and he's outrun by, I believe, Dietrich Yoder. Nope. But here's Chandler Jackson pushing into the box and has that one kicked out. Bears will reset. To the near side, Mannon gets it to the far side, and that shot sent across into the box. Mannon with a chance, but he's crowded by Blackbird defenders. That one went off the foot of number 22, Tamrick Hall. Across the middle of the field, and that's headed out of there by number 11, Theory Ish. Still a chance, though, for the Bears, and kind of a tough shot that time. It's going to be cleared out as Isaac St. John tried to take it over, and we've got a Blackbird down on the field, and now a Bear goes down. I believe that was Brandon Reiser, number 17. And he was able to get up. Unfortunately, Isaac St. John is still down. Let the trainers come out and take a look at him as he's starting to get up, surrounded by his teammates. We'll come back in just a moment here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. And St. John will Walk off the field under his own power for the most part. Back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Isaac St. John was down for just a brief moment. Now the training staff will come and take a look at him and help him off the field. Well, they called a foul there against Pettisville. And Becca Lichty will come into the game as Chandler Jackson waits to take the free kick. Chandler Jackson, also the place kicker on the football team. We'll have high school football tomorrow for you on the Golden Bears Sports Network. That'll be Bryan on the road taking on Archbold and trying to win their 5th straight. We're in the 4th minute here in Bryan. As now Jackson gets to put it in play. Sends it into the box, but it's headed out. That was candidate Vickery. That's kicked around a couple of different times, but it's going to be scooped up by Braden Barrett. And the Golden Bears come away empty. Just 4 minutes in, no score. And that's Reiser. Has it taken away from him. Out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in, I think, for Pettisville. Or is it? Yep, it will be Pettisville's throw-in. They get a quick substitution and a short throw-in to number 10, Eli Greaser. Greaser working his way around, gets it to number 5, Zakai Kaufman. But now Bryan looking for another chance. Zach Seaman has it kicked away for a brief moment. There's a bunch of Golden Bears in the area where that ball was kicked, though. Up ahead they go, and that ball goes out of bounds. We're going to have, I believe, a corner kick. So here in the 5th minute, the Golden Bears will get another chance to set up a good look at the net. And I believe that's Jackson again, taking this time a corner kick. He took the free kick moments ago just outside the box. Gets it in play towards the net, off the outside of the net. Tyler Mannon got a foot on it, but couldn't quite angle it where he wanted it to. And that's put back in play. That's off the foot of Brandon Reiser. Reiser normally number 2, wearing number 17 tonight. Nice spin move, but that ball goes out of bounds, and Reiser will put it in play. Over to Seaman. He's got a couple of defenders near him. The one right on him is Joel Flory. And good defense by Flory. Seaman trying to get around him. Gets the kick away. Reiser, he'll take the shot. Knocked up in the air. And that will stay in play. Jackson recovers. His shot is kicked out and off a Golden Bears player and out of bounds. Looked like that went off of Mannon, number 2. Normally number 9, but wearing a different jersey number tonight. And that goes off the chest of number 8, Felipe Chavez. Golden Bears looking for another scoring chance. They had a couple on that last possession. Battle for the loose ball. Seaman can't come up with it. Up ahead to Lichty. And that ball will go into the Golden Bears side of the field, and racing towards it is Dietrich Yoder, trying to come up with it. A defender right on him. Dietrich comes up with the ball into the box, leaves it off, and that shot ricochets off a couple of different people. Golden Bears had to head it out of there, and that shot is way too high into the tree. Golden Bears will take over as Isaac Lamore will kick it away. Again, Isaac Lamore starting tonight in the place of Reese Jackson. That's headed by Lichty. Over to number 20, Quinn Brown. And Quinn Brown had a goal in the JV game just before this varsity game got started. Defender falls down. They'll let him play on, though. Seaman going after the loose ball. That kick will go out of bounds. And the Golden Bears will put it in play. No score in the 8th minute. And another throw-in coming for the Golden Bears. This time it's Seaman to put it in play. Across the field, kicked out and out of bounds. That throw-in goes beyond the reach of Mannon, but another throw-in coming for the Golden Bears. And that's kicked away. Good job defensively there by Blake Iyer. Iyer with a defender right on him. Brendan Reiser chasing it down and trying to keep control. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and we'll see who it's out on. They're going to call it a corner kick. Brendan Reiser with the ball handler stride for stride. And this will be Quinn Wise to put it in play. Wise sends it toward the net, going for the header, and it's cleared out of there by Jackson. And Zach Seaman does a good job running that ball down, but that's going to be kicked toward the line. It stays in play, though. And another chance here for the Blackbirds. Short kick upfield, Seaman. And that chance goes to waste quickly. Jackson trying to chase down this ball. He's got it, but not for long. A lot of white jerseys in the area of where that ball was kicked. Still no score here in the 10th minute. This ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Golden Bears. And a short throw-in it is, right to Jackson. Upfield looking for Seaman. That ball does stay in play, and Seaman finds it. Looking for the cross, but that's headed out. Jackson to the middle. A lot of white jerseys where that ball was kicked. And that one goes backwards, I think off the head of Cullen. And Isaac Lamore will send it away. It's just a little beyond midfield. A little chillier night tonight. We're looking at a low around 40 degrees. That's kicked upfield. Ball still loose. And this is Cullen trying to send it upfield. This ball will go out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in for the Bears. Quinn Brown gets it in play. Upfield. And kicked around by a couple of different players as Pettisville looks to control the ball. Sent upfield, and a running start for Dietrich Yoder. Has a defender right on him. And Yoder having trouble establishing control, but we're going to get a whistle, and an elbow is called. Theory East to kick it. A free kick here for Pettisville. As everybody continues to get set up to the far side. And that runs into a couple of pink jerseys. And again, if you're just joining us, the reason that Bryan is in the pink jerseys is because tonight's game is a Kick for the Cure game. Proceeds from tickets going to benefit efforts to fight breast cancer. hence the pink jerseys as well as the pink shoes and socks. Very similar to a tackle cancer game in football, although at tackle cancer games you don't see teams wearing pink jerseys. You see other pink apparel, but not pink jerseys. And in basketball, teams will have pink out games where the players will practice in pink practice jerseys, but the jerseys will be the usual color. So it's kicked around a couple of different times. Quinn Brown sends it upfield looking for Reiser. He sends it upfield. Mannon going after it, but there's a defender right there. Joel Flory. This ball goes out of bounds, and they'll call it a corner kick. And it looks like Chandler Jackson will send it in play. Angled well, but not too many Bryan Golden Bears in the area, and it's saved by Barrett. Reiser trying to take it away. Mannon trying to do the same. They both come up empty. That was a good job by Eli Greaser getting away from those defenders, and now we get a whistle, and it looks like we've got an offsides call. So Bryan will take over. No score in the 14th minute. With a low line drive there. Sent up field. Taken away by Dietrich Yoder. Yoder pushing upfield. He's got a chance. Defender falls down. They'll play on, but the shot is high. Still no score here in Bryan as Lamore kicks it away. Nearly taken away, but this time the Golden Bears have it. Up ahead looking for Seaman, but there's defenders all over. That's going to be scooped up by the keeper, Braden Barrett. Headed back across the line as that ball ricocheted a couple of different times. Brown chasing that ball down as defenders all around him trying to get it up ahead for Mannon, and the pass goes a little bit too far. Another low line drive kick. That one just barely gets across midfield. And here's Ayer with a defender right on him. Into the box, and a player falls down, but they'll play on again. Sent up field. Jackson comes up with the ball, but it's out of bounds. Nope, that stayed in. Somehow finds Zach Seaman upfield. That one's kicked away. Nearly cleared out. East trying to chase the ball down. And they get it across midfield. Long run there for Ayer. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Bears. Isaac Lamore getting the start in goal tonight as opposed to Reese Jackson. Low line drive kick this time, and that's Quinn Brown who comes up with the ball. But a chance here for Yoder. And that ball goes out of bounds. We'll see if they call this a corner. Nope. I think they're going to call it a goal kick. Sub will come in. Jackson gets a breather. kicked up field and headed away. And the Golden Bears unable to come up with the ball. A chance here for Pettisville. But diving down to get it is Lamore. And he'll just chuck it upfield, trying to set up an opportunity for his teammates. Manning upfield to Reiser. And that one goes off the foot of a defender. It's going to be Bryan's throw-in. That was Isaac St. John who kicked it out of bounds. Another one that goes out of bounds. And we'll get a substitution. Quinn Brown heads out. And kicked up field looking for Yoder. Yoder past the defenders. With a defender on him, though, trying to get a shot off, and a good job defensively by the Bears. This kick goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick. Still a chance for Pettisville. Had a couple of corner kicks here in this game so far, as we are now in the 19th minute. And they're not going to get a clean shot off of that corner kick, not right away. Sent back to St. John. The ball will go out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in for Pettisville. Had a brief whistle, and now St. John will get it in play. Sent to the box, but Lamore will scoop it up. Kind of angled off the side of his foot. And there were defenders all around where that ball was kicked. Kicked upfield just across midfield. Ayer trying to chase it down, and Reiser right on him. And he gets it upfield. Back across midfield. Good takeaway there by, I think that was Tamrick Hall. That ball goes all the way down to the Bryan side of the field. And Lamore is going to boot it away. Short kick by Yoder. And that one is in for a goal. Through the hands of Lamore. Quinn Wise. Puts Pettisville on the board. 1-0. 19:03 to go in this first half. So Pettisville with the strike after about 20 minutes of play. Off the foot of Jackson. And there's Wise again, nearly able to take it away. Reiser has it kicked out of bounds. So check that, that was Manning. And now they're going to say it was Pettisville's throw-in. And a long throw-in, and the only players there are in pink Bryan jerseys. This ball goes out of bounds, and the throw-in will again be for Pettisville. Theory East to put it in play. Short throw-in goes to St. John. Upfield for Greaser, and he has to send it backwards. He's looking for candidate Vickery. Upfield. As Bryan looks for a scoring opportunity. They've had some of those here in this first half so far. A long kick that just gets across midfield. Nearly taken away. Reiser trying to keep control. That was Quinn Brown who headed it. Jackson going for the takeaway. Couple of defenders right around the ball. And Lamore will scoop that up. Substitution will come into the game. I believe that might be Quinn Brown coming back. A low line drive kick. Ricochets off a couple different players. Long kick. That's going to go all the way out of bounds. Come on, Bryan, let's go. And here's Lamore to kick it away. Bit of a low kick right to Brown. He's got defenders all around. Trying to get it upfield, but again, there was a defender there. That was Wise. Upfield, defenders all around and cleared out, but that's going to be a corner kick. And another chance to score for Pettisville. Their last goal was just over 3 minutes ago. And it'll be Quinn Wise to put it in play for Pettisville. And a high kick it is. St. John ricochets that shot off a defender. And in for the goal. And I believe that was St. John who scored it. Isaac St. John pads the Pettisville lead. .26 to go in this first half, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Pettisville Blackbirds. Bryan coming in at 3-8-2 on the year. This Pettisville team, their record's not eye-popping. They're 4-4-2 so far. I said Bryan was 3-8-2. They're actually 3-8-1. Rather short throw-in. It's headed upfield by Mannon. That's a long kick that does stay in play. And another chance for Pettisville. Couple of defenders down there, though. Up ahead for Brown. And that's headed up by St. John. St. John who just got the goal. Over to number 11, Theory Eesh. And they just go back to the middle. Pettisville's done a good job keeping control on their side for most of this first half. Bryan's had some opportunities to score, but they did not take advantage of those. And they find themselves now down 2-0. Get it up to Zakai Kaufman. Long kick. And Lamore looks like he'll run that down, and he does. Another low-line drive kick that just gets across across midfield. That's a much different phrase. Timeline normally used in the sport of basketball. Be a while before that season gets started. Brown sends it to the far side, and a long way to go. And that ball will go out of bounds. Corner kick is the call, so Bryan will have a chance to get the ball in the net and make it a one-goal game. It's going to be Chandler Jackson to take the kick. Jackson's kick, a low one, and headed out. Kicked softly back towards the box. And Bryan trying to keep it on the Pettisville side of the field. This ball goes out of bounds. And a slide tackle there. I think that was Quinn Brown, and they're going to blow the whistle. And a free kick coming here. For the Blackbirds. Pettisville leads it 2-0 in the 28th minute. And a long kick that is, and another chance here, it looks like, for Pettisville. Ayer with a shot, and it is off the outside of the net. That looked like it was definitely close to going in, but just went off the outside of the net. Lamore was able to get a hand on it and redirect the ball. And Quinn Wise, who scored the first goal of the game, will take the free kick. High kick it is. Cleared to the sideline. And Brown trying to chase that thing down. He gets it across midfield. Brown gets it across midfield. Trying to get it upfield to Seaman, but the ball will find Brown all over again. And I'm not sure what he was doing with that pass. Wasn't going to create any scoring opportunities with it, but it's going to be a throw-in for Bryan. Reiser with the kick, and that is well outside. Check that. That was Mannon. Braden Barrett didn't even need to try to save that shot. It was clearly going out. To the sideline. 10 minutes to go in this first half with Bryan trailing 2-0 against Pettisville. This is a non-league game. Bryan, of course, part of the NWAL. Pettisville, most of their sports teams are part of the Buckeye Border League. But they are the only team in that league that has a soccer team, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they're the only team in that conference with a soccer team. Seaman trying to take the ball away from St. John. St. John also has a goal in this game. That came with about 15 and a half minutes to play. That padded the lead to 2-0. Up ahead for Chavez. A couple of defenders in the area, though. They get this one over to Ish. Sends it upfield for Becca Lichty. But she's got defenders around her. However, she was able to find Ish. Nice couple of moves there by Greaser. To the box, and the header saved by Lamore. And a long kick across midfield. A couple of players there for Bryan. Seaman is one of those players. But the defenders get back there quickly for Pettisville. Quinn Brown with the ball this time, takes it away, and comes up with it again. Sends it forward, but again, there's Pettisville defenders all over. And now I think that's Brown who's down on the ground. He remains there, and two more Bryan players go down. He'll try to get up, and he does. Play continues. And Quinn Brown, he's limping. Well, right now he seems to be, he's not limping so much, but he's walking instead of running, so he may be in some pain. Kick to the box, headed out. Jackson with a defender on him. With a bunch of defenders around him now. 7.5 minutes to go. Sent to the box. And that one's taken away this time. Just over 7 minutes to go here in this first half. Bryan trailing 2-0. That ball goes out of bounds, and this will be a throw-in for Pettisville. And another reminder, we've got high school football for you tomorrow. Bryan will be on the road taking on Archbold. They'll be trying to improve their record to 5-1 on the year, so they can finish at least 500 for the second year in a row. They got 6 wins last year. And a long kick that is. Ball gets ricocheted a couple of different times, and I think they may just let Lamore send it away, and they will. Ball did not go in the box, so he couldn't pick it up. Flory had a defender right on him. That was Seaman. That ball stays in bounds. Up ahead looking for Seaman. He's got defenders all around, though, trying to send it in the box. But there immediately is Braden Barrett. Well, Reese Jackson is in the game now at goalie. He did not start today. Isaac Lamore got the start. Reiser with it. Down the line, Reiser trying to go all the way to the box himself. He was in a full sprint there, and this ball is going to go out of bounds, and they'll give him the corner kick. Reiser's ready to take it, although Jackson, he was coming over looking like he wanted to take the kick, but we'll get some subs in for the time being. And it's going to be Reiser to take the kick. And a long kick it is. Back towards the box, but Barrett is right there. Low kick across midfield. To the near side, looking for Ish. Got a defender chasing him down the whole way. And that ball will stay in bounds, not for long. That's going to be a corner kick for the Blackbirds. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first half here in Bryan. They trail 2-0. As Pettisville tries to set up another scoring chance. That one's redirected right back to Wise, and his shot is ricocheted off a defender. And here come the Golden Bears. Kicked away briefly, right back to Chandler Jackson. He sends it upfield. Staying in bounds for the time being. And that ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. That one's headed over by St. John and kept in play by Ayer. Kicked around a couple of different times, and back upfield comes Yoder. They get it just across midfield looking for Ayer. Ayer with defenders all around, trying to push, got a defender right on him. And cleared out of there by the Golden Bears. Back to Flory. Kick back the other way. And that ball's going to be scooped up by Reese Jackson. Low line drive kick, and that ball's headed out of bounds. And now it will go out, and we'll see who gets the throw in. It looks like it's going to be Bryan who gets the throw in. They'll let a sub come in first. Rather short throw in. Golden Bears with a minute and a half to try and get on the board before halftime. Give up 2 goals at the midway point of this first half. One at the 21st minute, another one during the 25th minute. That kick will go just beyond midfield. Here's Dietrich Yoder trying to send it over to St. John. St. John's already got a goal in the game. Kicked away. And this ball goes all the way to the keeper, Braden Barrett. It goes just short of midfield. And we're coming up on 30 seconds to play. Cleared out of the box, kept out of the box, I should say, by the Bears. Ish kicks it upfield a rather short way. Back to Ish on the near side. Defender right on him. And the clock is going to run out. And Bryan will go scoreless for the entire first half. Corner kick just after the final second had ticked away. And it'll be 2-0 at halftime in favor of Pettisville here in Bryan. We'll take a quick break here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Aschenfelder of the Defiance Post. Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop, as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
The academic advisors at Northwest State are here to help you develop and stick with a great education plan so you can get where you want to go. All roads begin at Northwest State.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
There comes a time when every family is faced with the difficult choice of aftercare for a family companion. In the past, your choices were limited to burial or cremation. Now there's a better option, Aquamation. It's a gentle, more responsible alternative that allows you to honor the loss of your companion without harming the environment. Aquamation is a simple process similar to Mother Nature's own that allows the family to retain more of their companion's remains. To find out more, call or stop by Creel Funeral Service today.
Come join us at the Williams County Veterans Memorial Building in Montpelier on Saturday, November 10th for the 3rd annual Williams County Veterans Ball. This is a black tie event that helps raise money for our local veterans who are still in need. Tickets are still available at the Williams County Veterans Service Office in Bryan. You won't want to miss this premier event. Join us for a night of great food and dancing, all while honoring the reason we're there, the veterans. The Williams County Veterans Ball. Be there.
Back here at Bryan Soccer Field, Bryan trails it 2-0 at halftime against Pettisville. The goals in the first half coming courtesy of Quinn Wise and Isaac St. John. Quinn Wise scoring at the 19:03 mark of the first half, and Isaac St. John scoring at the 15:26 mark of the first half. It has been Pettisville controlling the ball most of this half on the Bryan side of the field. That's your first half recap so far. Back for the start of the second half in just a moment on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
BMU high-speed internet is now cheaper than ever. Now just $30 a month. That's $100 a year in savings. Get it with BMU Extended Basic Cable for all your sports, movies, and reality shows. Plus local programming, including high school sports and community events. Not to mention a local help desk and support team for when you need them. Now for the fine print. We don't have any. No contracts or hidden fees. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
You don't always see them, and they don't always see you. That's the time to call Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs in Edgerton. Many of today's vehicles feature very durable and lightweight aluminum construction, and we are proud to be one of the few shops in the area with the proper tools and certified technicians to bring that aluminum beauty back to life. Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs on State Route 6 on the east side of Edgerton. They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
Come join us at the Williams County Veterans Memorial Building in Montpelier on Saturday, November 10th for the 3rd annual Williams County Veterans Ball. This is a black tie event that helps raise money for our local veterans who are still in need. Tickets are still available at the Williams County Veterans Service Office in Bryan. You won't want to miss this premier event. Join us for a night of great food and dancing, all while honoring the reason we're there, the veterans. The Williams County Veterans Ball. Be there.
Welcome back, everybody, to this edition of High School Boys Soccer on the Golden Bears Sports Network. We are about to start the second half, and it's going to be Pettisville to have the ball first. They lead Bryan 2-0, getting their goals after the halfway mark of the first half. Should say after the 20-minute mark of the first half. And it looks like it's going to be number 5, Zakai Kaufman to kick. Nope, that's number 9, Dietrich Yoder to kick for Pettisville. Two teams, of course, switching sides for the start of the second half. And in case you're just joining us, the reason that Bryan is wearing pink jerseys instead of their usual purple is because this is for a Kick for the Cure game, as this ball will go out of bounds. Proceeds from ticket sales of this game go to benefit efforts to fight breast cancer. St. John trying to get away from a defender. And they'll send this one back. I believe that's number 18, Braden Barrett. Actually, I think that was a 19. Actually, I think that's Andrew Holbert from the JV team. Braden Barrett is in goal. A potential chance here for the Golden Bears racing downfield. I think that's Reiser. He sends it up to midfield. But the Blackbirds kicked that one away. Back across midfield. Oh, high header. That might have been Brooks Brown with the header. There's two players wearing number 17 tonight because of the pink jerseys. Bryan were wearing their normal jerseys, they'd be just 117, but borrowing the pink jerseys, they ended up with 2 17s. That shot is a goal. Dietrich Yoder. And immediately, Pettisville goes up 3-0. 3-0. Three goals from 3 different players for the Blackbirds. And the Golden Bears still trying to get on the board. They had a chance for a brief moment earlier in this half, but that chance went awry. Sent back toward the box. Could be another chance here. And that's going to be kicked away. Well, Reese Jackson could have run up and scooped that ball up, but instead it's going to be a corner kick for Pettisville. We're in the 43rd minute here in the second half. And a rather short corner kick, easily scooped by Reese Jackson. So far, the Golden Bears have used 2 goalies tonight, Reese Jackson and Isaac Lamore. Right now, it's Jackson in the net, and he gets it just across midfield. Loose ball, Seaman unable to get up to it. And that ball is going to go toward the sideline. It will stay in bounds, as number 20, Keegan McCashin, sent it toward the net, and Reese Jackson, that went a little bit away from Reese Jackson. He had to track it down before the Pettisville player came in and took the shot on goal. Would have been an easy shot on goal had he taken it. Upfield. Defender right on Yoder. And that ball will go out of bounds. It'll be Pettisville's throw-in. Sent back toward the middle of the field and cleared out for a brief moment. Wise looking for the shot, had defenders all around him. That kick upfield will be redirected. Cross, and that one goes out. And they're going to give him a corner kick. Pettisville had a chance there. They could have broken this open, made it 4-0. This is going to be Eli Greaser to take the free kick. Still a chance, but cleared out. Back to Wise. Trying to weave his way through traffic. Toward the sideline. A couple of players chasing that down, and I think that Jackson kicked that one out. He snatched it away. He thought it was going to be his throw-in. Either he thought it was going to be his throw-in or he wanted to sell it. That kick upfield goes a little bit too far. Yoder sends it upfield and a chance. Greaser, shot, saved by Jackson. Deep kick, looking for Seaman. Defender right on him. That ball ricochets a couple of times. Looking for Jackson. And a long kick that was. Reese Jackson's back there. He's going to have to kick it away. He was outside the box. That was close to being a handball on number 5, Kaufman. Greaser trying to get it upfield. He's got Wise racing towards it, but there's a defender right there. Wise was giving it all he had. The Bears trying to go back the other way, and two players tumble over each other. Going to keep it with Bryan. Up ahead, Seaman has a defender right there. Thought he had a sure shot, but a defender on him all the way. Just over midfield. This one goes back the other way. Golden Bears down 3-0 with 33 minutes to go in this game. And that ball goes back out of play. Now it'll be Pettisville's throw-in. Quinn Brown trying to take over. And a long kick upfield. Couple of defenders around that ball. Pettisville's having a tough time getting a shot off. They'll get one, but it's going to be easily saved by Jackson. Although that ball was well away from the goal. Even if he lets that one go, it's a goal kick. That one goes just beyond midfield. Taken away, or almost taken away, by Tomaszewski. Going up ahead for Jackson. He's got defenders all around him. Kicks it through the legs of one of them. And unable to create any scoring opportunities there, but it'll be Bryan's throw-in. This ball went off of Quinn Wise. Nice change of direction there by Quinn Brown. Kicked all the way to the far side, and Pettisville looking for another scoring chance. All the way to the box. Jackson behind the ball. Shot is wide. Dietrich Yoder had the shot, and a defender right on him. And he had gotten past Reese Jackson. Player falls down, sends to the far side. Sent to the far side. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. That throw-in gets bounced off a couple of different players. Up to Yoder. He's got a chance again. 2 defenders on him, though. Yoder trying to get free. Sends across, and that shot is wide again from Quinn Wise. 2 golden chances that Pettisville was not able to cash in on, and right now Bryan, well, they're counting their lucky stars. Up ahead they go for Greaser. This ball will go just beyond midfield. And a long kick with defenders down there. And that shot will go out of bounds as we've got 30 minutes to play, and they signaled a corner kick. That looked more like a goal kick. And he flips it over to the side, and now they are going to say it is a corner kick, it looks like. All the players were reacting as if it was a goal kick. Even the Pettisville players were heading back toward midfield. I think the officials might have discussed it, and they're going to go with a goal kick call. Jackson sends it away, but a rather short kick. And kick toward the sideline, and we'll have a throw-in for Pettisville. Still loose, and now Bryan's able to come up with it. A couple of defenders around where that ball was kicked. Still in play, at least for the time being. Upfield, Brown, the defender right on him, gets it through 2 defenders. And the ball is kicked out of bounds. It's going to be Pettisville's throw-in. And a long throw-in it is. Loose ball, nearly cleared out. Sent upfield, a bunch of defenders around that ball, and it's going to be kicked out. And Bryan able to prevent a scoring opportunity. Cleared away, and that's Clint Brown. And we've got a player down for Bryan. I think that was Quinn Brown. He's going to get up. And we're going to have a free kick, meanwhile, for the Blackbirds. We're in the 53rd minute here at Bryan Soccer Field. And a long kick that is, angled, and Jackson can just let that one roll out of bounds. Jackson will take the free kick here. Bryan trailing 3-0. First goal came after 20 minutes had gone by in the first half. 3 goals from 3 different players for Pettisville. Quinn Brown comes up with the ball, and there he goes upfield. He scored in the JV game. He's hoping to get a chance to do the same here in the varsity game, but if he does get that chance, it'll have to wait. That one, I think, went off the foot of Keegan McCashin, one of the 2 players wearing number 20 in this game. Some of the jerseys are a little bit different tonight. That's mostly because you've got players wearing jerseys that they're not accustomed to. Now, the reason Bryan is wearing these pink jerseys is because this is a kick for the cure game. Couple of defenders around, and they'll send that out of bounds. Kick for the cure is an effort to benefit efforts to fight breast cancer. That's where the proceeds from ticket sales for tonight's game will go. Of course, Bryan High School football, last week they had a pink out game, a tackle cancer game. Players, they did not wear pink jerseys, but they had pink towels. A lot of the fans dressed in pink. I think usually the way it works is most schools have just one tackle cancer game a year. This ball's sent upfield. Quinn Brown racing with it. And he'll send it across the middle to Jackson. Jackson with defenders all around. He's going to take a long shot, and that goes just above the net. A low line drive kick angled to the far side. That ricochets off a couple of players, but it'll be a throw in for Pettisville. Fairly short throw in. That goes off the foot of a defender, or rather the foot of a Pettisville player. Bryan down 3-0, trying to mount a comeback. And a short throw in, just short of midfield, in fact. And that kick is going to go a little bit long. They'll send it back to Reese Jackson, and he'll put it in play. That one's nearly taken away, but cleared back across midfield by the Bears. Jackson toward the sideline. Sent upfield, possibly a chance here for the Blackbirds. Ball still loose. And they go right back upfield. And back there, meanwhile, is number 18, Andrew Holbert. Holbert also on the JV team, if I'm not mistaken. Back upfield. Couple of defenders down there, though. And that's cleared out of there. A long run along that far sideline. It's taken away. Bryan has not had very many scoring opportunities here in the second half. Had some early on in the first half, but most of the first half was controlled by Pettisville. Throw-in goes beyond Brown. And kick back upfield. That's Yoder with it. Check that, it's St. John. Defender right on him, and Brown trying to take it away, trying to keep with it. That ball will go out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for Pettisville. St. John gets it in play, but that ricochets off of Quinn Wise's knee. And the Golden Bears will put it back in play, down 3-0 on their home field. That one goes right off the foot of Brooks Brown. He and Brendan Reiser wearing the number 17 tonight. And McCashin sends it across midfield. Jackson has it. Jackson pushing upfield. Got teammates all around him. That one's kicked away. Jackson comes up with it. And that one's going to be cleared out. Jackson had teammates everywhere. He was trying to do that all by himself. It's going to be a throw-in for the Golden Bears as we get a quick substitution. A couple of subs, in fact. But a chance to push toward the box for the Golden Bears. And Jackson will look to put it in play. He gets it in, and that's going to go out of bounds. Going to have a corner kick for the Bears, as Jackson will put it in play again. And now he slows down. Not sure if the guys were set up the way he wanted it to. I don't think I've ever seen that. And that one's scooped up in front of the goal by Barrett. A couple of Golden Bears nearby, but they couldn't get to it. Kicked up field. That's going to go to the box, and it's going to be kicked out. We are in the 60th minute here at Bryan Soccer Field. And this one goes out again. No, I think it actually stayed in play, if I'm not mistaken. Still loose. Bryan had one of the rare opportunities they've had in this game just moments ago. A corner kick, but they weren't able to put it into the net. Sent upfield. Defenders trailing. Up to Seaman. His kick ricochets out. Brown takes it away. Brown can't put it in the net. Right at Barrett. Back across midfield. And perhaps a chance here for Pettisville. So they get momentum back on their side. Sent back to the near side and off of Wise. Had a teammate right there, though. Wise gets it into the box, and that is wide, just beyond the net. And apparently Jackson got a hand on it, so it will be a corner kick for the Blackbirds. We'll see who gets to take the corner kick. That's number 10, Eli Greaser. That's well outside the net, and diving to make the save was Jackson. He didn't come up with it, and the ball's cleared to the sideline. And it's going to go out of bounds. This looks like it's going to be Pettisville's throw-in, and it will. And they get it in play. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Actually hit off the fence. And that's going to be cleared out of there, and that goes all the way over the fence as well. We're going to have a corner kick this time for the Blackbirds. Low line drive, saved by Jackson. And a low throw upfield. Only player there was a defender, Andrew Hulbert. And whistles blow, and we might get an offsides call here, and I think that is going to be the call. (3-0) Pettisville leads Bryan in the 63rd minute at Bryan Soccer Field. Long kick that time across midfield. Bryan looking for a scoring opportunity. They haven't had many of those here in the second half. Jackson trying to chase it down. Got a defender there, and that goes out of bounds off Jackson. It's going to be Pettisville's throw-in. And St. John heads it up. Kicked upfield. That's way out of bounds. And a throw-in coming for the Bears as Tomaszewski is set to put it in play. Have a couple of changes, or a couple of subs. Really just one sub, actually. And the throw by Tomaszewski straddles that sideline. Seaman trying to control it. And a defender or a player goes down. He was slide tackled by Greaser. Not sure who that was that went down. It's Chandler Jackson who went down, and he's still a little banged up. This is going to be a free kick for the Golden Bears. Jackson sends it toward the net. Off the post, I think. As Bryan tries to get control, that ball goes out of bounds. Kick goes across midfield. Upfield, Jackson trying to chase one down. Check that, Jackson, I believe, is on the other side of the field. Near the sideline, and that ball is going to stay in bounds. That's Wise going for the takeaway that time. Sent upfield. And a long kick that's going to be scooped up by Jackson. Still just under 15 minutes to play here in Bryan. Bryan trails it 3-0. They go upfield, trying to get it to Seaman. Ball near the sideline, kept in play, and kicked out of bounds by the Bears. It'll be a throw-in for Pettisville. Just 14 minutes to go in the game. Throw into the box. Loose ball. And that's going to go out of bounds. A corner kick coming for Pettisville. They already lead at 3-0. They'll try to add to that lead. Only goal of this second half was courtesy of Dietrich Yoder. That was just a minute and a half into the second half. Line drive kick to the box. Cleared out. Golden Bears with it. It's Seaman. Goes upfield looking for Reiser. And Reiser trying to send it upfield as well. Quinn Brown running down the sideline in the box and scooped up by Barrett. Golden Bears had a chance there, but Barrett able to get the save. Actually, it really won't go down as much of a save. He did keep a goal from being scored, but nobody really took a shot. So I don't think that would go into the books as a save. This ball goes out of bounds. It appeared to be off of a Golden Bear. Put back in play. Across into the box and out. And another corner kick coming for the Blackbirds. We are in the 48th minute. With the Golden Bears trailing 3-0. The kick to the box. Kicked out of the box. Seaman sends it upfield. And a couple of players collide. They'll play on. To the sideline. That, I think, went out of bounds. So a throw-in coming for the Bears. We'll wait while a sub comes in. I think that's Evan Collin, who came into the game. Upfield. 3-0 Blackbirds leading the Bears here at Bryan Soccer Stadium. Good job by Brandon Reiser to send it upfield. And here's Mannon with 2 defenders on him. He'll try to keep it in play. It goes out, but a throw-in coming for the Bears. And a short throw-in, and this ball is headed out of bounds, and it will go out of bounds. Braden Barrett will put it in play. Sent to the far side. Ball gets kicked around a couple of different times. A couple of defenders around. That's kicked away by Reiser. And that'll go out of bounds, and a throw-in coming for the Golden Bears. Short throw. Goes past Cullen. Well pursued by the Blackbirds. Looking for the shot, and it's cleared out, and I think that was Jackson. Player goes down. Well, the Pettisville crowd wants a call. Didn't get one. Tomaszewski sends it upfield beyond the defenders, but not many Bryan players that could catch up to that one. Yoder sends it upfield, past a couple of players, including Cullen. Jackson comes out to get it, kicks it away from the net. He's back on his feet to the goal. And this ball will go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. It stayed behind the flag. So that's the reason for the throw-in and not a corner kick. Throw-in goes to Isaac St. John, gets away from the defender. There's a bunch of defenders to where he sent that kick. Seaman trying to come up with it. Instead, it was candidate Vickery who came up with the ball. Up ahead to Yoder, sends it to the box, and a chance. Bryan does a good job getting defenders back. The shot is saved by Jackson. I think that was Vickery who took the shot. Nope, it was Eli Greaser. Off the shoulder of a defender. Seaman trying to chase down the ball. Can't come up with it. Stays in bounds. Goes off the foot of Tomaszewski. Can't come up with it. Kaufman with it. And he sends it the wrong way, right to Brandon Reiser. That goes off the foot of Seaman. And the ball will go out of bounds. 7.5 minutes to go, and I think right now Pettisville is content to just play keep away. Make it hard for Bryan to try and score the basket or score the soccer ball. Get a little ahead of ourselves there. I think basketball season, not sure when basketball season starts in Ohio, whether it starts in October or November. Spent the last 6 years working in Minnesota, and around there, high school basketball tends to start in November. Some of the basketball teams may be practicing right about now. And our good friend Brandon Fisher may have already started basketball practice at Bryan High School. Of course, you've heard him on some of our football broadcasts. He's also the head basketball coach at Bryan High School. I believe he had a clinic down in Columbus they had to attend 2 weeks ago when we were in Swanton. Have to wait and see if Brandon can make it to the game tomorrow night. Chris Malenga's done a pretty good job. I would say that Chris has been filling in for Brandon, but he's at all of our broadcasts for high school football. This will be a throw-in for Dietrich Yoder. He'll throw it backwards, and again right now, the Blackbirds just trying to tick some time off the clock. I think they won't be upset if they get another goal on the board to pad the lead. The only negative about scoring at this point in the game is a goal stops the clock. Pettisville, I think, wants as much time as possible to tick off that clock. It'll continue to do so as that ball's cleared out of the box. Sent back to the middle of the field. Reiser, upfield, sends it to Jackson, looking for a scoring chance, and that might have gone off a Pettisville player, and it did. It's going to be a corner kick. Well, Bryan has simply not had very many opportunities to score tonight. The opportunities they've had, they've not been able to take advantage, but Chandler Jackson will put this one in play. They're not necessarily out of it just yet. It's tough to come back from 3 goals down in 5 minutes, but it's not necessarily impossible. And that kick is going to go out of bounds. Braden Barrett will put it in play. Low line drive kick. And contact between a couple of players. That's taken away. But Barrett is there to scoop it up. Jackson was going to have a hard time getting off a clean shot had he gotten to that ball. Upfield. That goes a long way. Pettisville leads Bryan 3-0. This one heads back toward the Bryan box, and again, Barrett is there. He'll just kick it out. Had Jackson in pursuit, but it'll be a throw-in for the Golden Bears. Brooks Brown to put it in play on the throw-in. He gets it in. That goes off the foot of Becca Lichty. And that one's kicked out of the box. But Bryan's still looking for a chance as they trail it 3-0. Shot is wide. And we've got less than 4 minutes to play here at Bryan Soccer Stadium. Barrett with a low line drive kick. Defender Tomaszewski nearly went down that time. But the Golden Bears look like they will fall to 3-9-1 on the season when this game is all said and done. Pettisville came in at 4-4-2. Good tackle, or good effort there by Jackson to keep the ball alive, but it's kicked back across midfield, and now Reese Jackson will kick it back out. To the far side, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. We've got 2.5 minutes left to play in this game. And a short throw-in for the Bears. That ball stays in play. Battle for it. And this one's going to be taken away. Sent right to Keegan Brown. Brooks Brown. Less than 2 minutes to go in regulation. As we're going to get a foul called, I think. Might have been a push called. And it's going to be called against the Blackbirds. Jackson will take the kick, and it goes across midfield. Golden Bears down 3-0. And that was close to being a handball. And I think we did just get a late call by the referee. But it's back in play. Actually, I think that was just a throw-in was all that was. Just a minute left to play here in Bryan. And this will go into the box, and it'll be kicked out. Didn't really allow Barrett a chance to scoop that one up. Either way, time's going to keep ticking off the clock. And Tomaszewski will put it in play. Defender right behind. This ball goes upfield. And it'll go out of bounds. Time continues to tick off. That just goes off the foot of Brown. And the final 10 seconds will now tick away. And unfortunately, it will not be a game to remember for the Bryan Golden Bears. They get shut out on their home field by a final score of 3-0. And there is the final buzzer. Bryan will fall to 3-9-2 on the season. Back in just a moment to wrap things up on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Defiance Post. Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
The academic advisors at Northwest State are here to help you develop and stick with a great education plan so you can get where you want to go. All roads begin at Northwest State.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
There comes a time when every family is faced with the difficult choice of aftercare for a family companion. In the past, your choices were limited to burial or cremation. Now there's a better option, Aquamation. It's a gentle, more responsible alternative that allows you to honor the loss of your companion without harming the environment. Aquamation is a simple process similar to Mother Nature's own that allows the family to retain more of their companion's remains. To find out more, call or stop by Creel Funeral Service today.
BMU high-speed internet is now cheaper than ever. Now just $30 a month. That's $100 a year in savings. Get it with BMU extended basic cable for all your sports, movies, and reality shows. Plus local programming, including high school sports and community events. Not to mention a local help desk and support team for when you need them. Now for the fine print. We don't have any. No contracts or hidden fees. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive.
You don't always see them, and they don't always see you. That's the time to call Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs in Edgerton. Many of today's vehicles feature very durable and lightweight aluminum construction, and we are proud to be one of the few shops in the area with the proper tools and certified technicians to bring that aluminum beauty back to life. Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs on State Route 6 on the east side of Edgerton. They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
Come join us at the Williams County Veterans Memorial Building in Montpelier on Saturday, November 10th for the 3rd annual Williams County Veterans Ball. This is a black tie event that helps raise money for our local veterans who are still in need. Tickets are still available at the Williams County Veterans Service Office in Bryan. You won't want to miss this premier event. Join us for a night of great food and dancing, all while honoring the reason we're there, the veterans. The Williams County Veterans Ball. Be there.
Well, Bryan loses this one 3-0 here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. A game where Pettisville really controlled the possession for most of the game. There was a portion of the first half where Bryan was able to control the possession, get some opportunities in front of the Pettisville goal, but could not cash in on those opportunities. The 3 goals for Pettisville came by the way of, first of all, Quinn Wise scoring with 19:03 to go in the first. Isaac St. John then scored with 15:26 in the first to make it 2-0. And Dietrich Yoder made it 3-0 with 38:37 to go in the second half. That was the scoring for this game tonight. And that's going to do it from here at Bryan High School. Final score for Bryan Soccer Stadium, rather. Final score, Pettisville beats Bryan 3-0. And tomorrow we'll have high school football for you on the Golden Bears Sports Network. That'll be Bryan taking on Archbold. Until then, this is Thad Goff for all the crew at BMU and the Golden Bears Sports Network saying so long from Bryan High School or Bryan Soccer Stadium. You've been watching high school soccer on the Golden Bears Sports Network.